What is up, whale shares? So today I want to talk a little bit about a topic that I'm gonna call so much to share. And I was reading on whale shares a quick post from Indigo Ocean, and it was a little bit quick, reminded. Reminded about basically expanding your world. And I'm gonna quote a small snippet here from the article, which said we have the opportunity to share ideas, perspectives, images, cultural insights, and so much more. We have the chance to share the beauty of the world and the challenges of life in different cultures. We get to learn and grow together, and geez, even earn money doing it. So I want to talk about, I love this article because it quickly goes over one of the things that I'm really super passionate about basically sharing stuff and sharing discoveries, sharing stuff that you have seen in the world, which which probably other people haven't seen. So I'm so passionate about this topic because if I open up a book and just read one page, I can see so much beauty. I can see so much beauty in the originality, how someone came up with something that was real, like something that was real and authentic, and that they put it in a book. And this may be a book with 300 pages. This is just one page, and there's so much beauty. I can absorb so much beauty and present energy in that little one page, and how the existence seems to be made perfect in that the beauty is truly, like, when you truly look at stuff, it's kind of like everything is sort of like a miracle. It's kind of magic in many ways. The beauty goes down to atom level. When you really take a look at life, it is really using geometry. It is so beautiful. And basically sharing stuff, sharing your unique discoveries. Something that I feel that that this crypto movement sort of can do in many ways is, we have had many decades, I would say, since, I would say, from the 1970s to up to current time, we have had this time where I would say the human heart hasn't really had the opportunity to expand and share easy with others in a global world. Basically, that might sound a little bit woo woo all over the place, but what I feel is there's a really big opportunity here to get back to some core things that I feel humans might have lost, or had, that they did sort of lose from the 1970s up to current era. And that is, I made a video about this, and it was basically titled "Don't Underestimate the Power of the Human Heart." And I sort of feel that between the 1970s and up to the current time, people have there has been more focus on other things that hasn't been grounded in the human heart, in what people do, and that people look at things themselves instead of looking at other people's insights. But I feel that, yeah, that people have underestimated the power of the human heart, and that now with technology, there is a space, there's an opportunity here where people really can have massive impact again and bring back the human heart. And mainly here because, of course, that yeah, we've had the internet, and we really haven't had the internet. Even the technology called internet is very new. I mean, how long have we had this? 1995. That's fairly. I was born 1993, so is that I think it is 23 years we've had this internet thing. I mean, the World Wide Web. Yeah, it was a little bit earlier also, but Windows 95 sort of kickstarted it more a bit mainstream. 23 years, that's really, really not a long time. And most of that time, it's mainly been about connecting with people without any monetary system. When you implement a monetary system, then you make it so trust and relationships can become a real thing. Because real value is such a cool concept that you can share with others. So I want to talk in this little video here a little bit about so much to share. There really is like one person has so many unique insights, and I feel that if they just open up a little bit, there's so much beauty there. Not just beauty that they can feel, but beauty that others may also sort of enjoy. They may get inspired or something, right? So one big challenge I feel that, so one of the things now when we still very, very new with this internet thing, especially video form. Oh my god, video is just, it hasn't existed a long time that I can put up some gadget and I can record something and I can share it with the whole world. That's a very, very recent phenomenon. So there is a major opportunity here to both gain insights and to explore stuff, explore ideas, perspectives, and something that I think is going to be a big thing in the future is going to be digital jobs. Because the way I see things is all the stuff that is in the physical world, much of that stuff needs to be ported over to the internet world. And there is so much knowledge, there's so much, and just human insights. Like if I'm using my eyes, if I'm looking at stuff and I get some new insight, like there's so much new original knowledge one person can share. And this is going to create so many digital jobs, I would say. Like and the funny thing that people realize is when they share, they realize that there is a limitless, that's coming from a limitless source, that there's always more that you want to share, there's always more that you want to explore. And if we put aside a bit the intellect that just want to slice and dissect everything, and if you just look at life with wonder, with amazement, with the realization how ignorant we are, basically, that we actually don't know anything, and if we look with wonder on stuff, then that opens up the door to basically really know stuff and really be able to share stuff from really original perspective, from something that you used your own conscious awareness to gain something new. Because it does seem, and I think this too, that if people really use a lot of involvement in something, whatever, something that they're really, really passionate, or something that they're really, really devoted into, that they can really gain something valuable. So every person has, let's say, a seed. They're born with a seed, let's say. I heard this from another source. So let's imagine every person is born with a seed, and they can decide to use that seed to basically burn with passion to explore take that seed and make it flower, basically. Make it flower, make it into a brand new possibility. But then you have to sort of crack open the seed and you have to sort of evolve into something new. And you have to sort of go into unexplored territory. But that is, yeah, that is an interesting aspect. So, as I said, I mean, I'm such a big, I'm so passionate about this topic, and a big thing that one of the big reasons why I'm so passionate about this is because I love unique, original, authentic humans, which really push a little bit more, use some conscious effort to do something a little bit better than maybe something that you produced in the past. And I can, for example, see that when I do videos, I don't have any script, I don't have any plans for how it is going to play out. The words basically just come to me and I sort of go with the flow, and that's really exciting because it's extremely unexplored territory and you don't really know where it's going to go. But that is also what sort of makes it exciting, that you're exploring unexplored territory and you're basically seeing where you can go with that. So for example, when a person lives just their regular day-to-day life, maybe they don't share super much with the world, as this major opportunity we now have with the internet and with the blockchain movement. They don't open up this space of involvement, and it can make them feel that there really is not that much that they can share from their own person, that they feel that they don't have any original stuff. But if they just open up this space and just have some trust, things are gonna come. Something is going to come. I'm not sure exactly what is gonna come, but something always seems to come up when people just go with the flow. And I'm really passionate about try to develop unique people to make them truly flower. I feel that many times, and that this is one of the big challenges, is how do you preserve amazing cultures? How do you preserve amazing personalities? How do you nurture amazing personalities? And how do you nurture the human heart? And how do you combine all of this in the World Wide Web, in the brand new internet that we're going to build here with the blockchains? How do you combine this without destroying a lot of beauty? And obviously probably has a lot to do with consciousness, and that more and more people, if more and more people try to sort of experiment around and they sort of try their way forward, we are going to get some form of leverage. There are something that's going to be created that probably is going to be better than something that we did in the past. Just because one big thing with our school system is that it's only focusing on one aspect of human intelligence, and that is the intellect. And the intellect is a slice and a dissect tool. It's a surgeon tool. It want to slice everything up. And when people are only using that, then they can create a lot of chaos in the world, and it may seem like the world is more chaotic, but there's no way you can use the intellect, let's say, and analyze the human heart or analyze sharing. Like, why am I supposed to share? Logically, the logical mind gets confused. What is the benefits with sharing? What is the benefits of exploring stuff? What is the benefit of having full involvement? What is the benefit, or looking at the human heart with a surgeon tool, with the intellect? Yeah, it's just the intellect has its place we love the intellect, and we also love logic. We love the mind. So, but they have their places, and we humans seem to have some form of, even though we can't locate it, some kind of soul, I guess, and we have some form of memory from that's sort of coming from some place. And then we have the human heart, and obviously that might sound a little bit woo woo, but yeah. So I am extremely passionate about exploring stuff, both exploring various humans to see what are they gonna do, are they gonna fully flower, but also explore amazing books, amazing cultural stuff, how people have invested a lot of time and energy into certain fields, and if you can sort of share that with other people. And here's the key: to be able to, the challenge of trying to connect with other people and see where you can make connections and see what people you sort of vibe with. All of this is, of course, a very, very big challenges. Making stuff and having some form of trust that something is gonna come out that maybe some other person is gonna enjoy. But even if no other person would enjoy something, at least you probably enjoyed to create something that didn't exist there before. So that is really, really cool, because it sort of makes it feel a bit magical that you can create something that wasn't there before. It is like a magic skill, I almost would call it, and that everything in a way has already been done. Sort of what we can do is just move things around and remix stuff, and sort of just share what we are and just play our role here, sort of play with the dance of life, because it all seems to be just energy and consciousness, and that the energies just want to play with each other. So keeping this joyful, playful vibe, not taking everything too serious, but also in if you're laughing, having fun, having joy, you can also deal with the more serious side of life, and not basically get swallowed up by potential problems that may arise. So yeah, my experience comes from having done over 10,000 YouTube videos, mainly on smartphones, and I've seen how you can just share more and more and more, and there's always something new, something new, beautiful that comes up, which you can share with the world. And I sort of hit this place where I wanted deeper trust in relationships. I wanted the challenge of trying to create that. I wanted to explore the nuances of humans, and I wanted to explore more the nuances of basically what I wanted to do. If I want, do I just want to earn money, or do I want to try to explore deeper sides of my own cave to see what is really, really inside there? What is it? Because it is clearly something. It is something in there, and I feel that everyone should sort of explore their own cave and sort of see what kind of treasures that are being hidden inside there, and sort of maybe take them out and sort of share it with the world, and just generating more beauty, basically. But again, I mean, in many ways, this is all used to play. It's all just having some fun. But yeah, everything. There's so much to go over, especially with cultures and trying to share this. How various places that you live on, how the massive nuances of that because of memory, and how people have developed different cultures, and the challenge of trying to port that over to the digital world, how you would sort of explore and experiment with that. Yeah, there is basically a lot take even nuances as we mainly using the English language here, but there are hundreds of languages used on this planet, probably thousands, and all of them have their own beautiful nuances. And that language in many ways is a conspiracy, because I am making sounds and I'm moving my mouth, and you're making up the meanings in your head. So you can make up all kinds of meanings in your head, and it's kind of interesting how we humans have this very extreme, vivid imagination. So we can also first we can explore what we can call reality, but then we also have this extremely vivid imagination, so we can generate any sort of imagination that we want and sort of manifest it by using intention. So it is fascinating. It's fascinating to be a human. It truly is. Humans are interesting creatures, basically. Yeah, I wanted to do a video here. This was probably a bit all over the place, but I sort of feel that I got out a lot. And yeah, sharing more. I feel that I want to see more people flower. I want to see more people involved, basically, in the sharing. I want to see they try a little bit to push themselves, explore their cave a little bit more, dive a little bit deeper into perhaps what you would call the unknown. Maybe bring a flashlight and see if you can shed some light of what is in that cave, really. And can we do something here? Maybe we can do it. Yeah, quick video talking a little bit here. Hopefully Whale Shares people enjoyed, and thanks Indigo Ocean for basically giving me the idea for this video. I like it. I love this topic of sharing, basically. It's something that I want to do more. I want to share so much over the years. Just considering me, for example, I'm 25 years old, probably gonna live to age 100 at least. So much beauty you can share, basically, and so much more beauty you can explore, and it's going to be epic. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Have an awesome day, Whale Shares.